Good morning. It is 5:12 on Monday, so just waking up right now. Gonna get myself some breakfast and then do my morning routine for maximum productivity. So let's go. As I wait for the coffee to brew, I'm going to do my morning devotional. So I am in Write the Word, the Garden, so nourish your soul. So it's really cool is, this is from Cultivate What Matters. You just write today is grateful for, then there is a little scripture to write down, and then anything that you want to journal about is on the other side. So we're doing that, and then I just have a quick little Devo from Joel Osteen's Your Best Day Begins Each Morning. And yeah. So here I'm just looking down at my to-do list and just seeing if there is anything that I could do this morning before I go to work to help me out in the evening. So there's a few things that I could do. I'm going to be doing watering the plants when it's bright out. And I'm going to apply for, I think, Book Rebel kind of newsletter boost. And then I need to do some plotting, so I'm going to do that. And maybe I could begin editing some videos I filmed. So that is today's thing. So let's go get ready for the day and then start. It's time to wash my face and get that all prepped for the makeup. So I really like this shirt. However, the wrinkle, like the sleeves just don't ever get straight. Even I have like that little spray that kind of to get out the wrinkles. It just doesn't quite work on this shirt. Okay. First things first. These things are awesome. They look a little goofy, but I hate when the water runs and drips on you. This prevents it. So I'm using Clarify Salicylic Acid Cleanser. And it's, I would say, very thick stuff, so you only need a small amount. Okay, so what I start off first, which is, it's just in a different spray bottle, but it is from Paula's Choice, and it's their calming toner, so it's like nice and milky to kind of set the foundation, if you will. So what I got is, oh, there goes the cap. Derma E Vitamin C Concentrated Serum. And my, I would say, routine does have, it's a multi-step one just because I love skincare and makeup and all that. So I enjoy having multiple products. And it's right, it's, you're pampering yourself. So I enjoy it. So while that kind of soaks in, I could do under my eyes. So this is good. Molecules, the Herba Mate Wake Up Eye Gel. You just need a little bit. And use your ring fingers. And then go into where the crow's feet would be. Then we got, which is essentially hyaluronic acid. It's, I think, the sodium hyalurate or something like that, that snail mucin is. So, and then just, this one you gotta kind of, I feel like, dab, because it's a little more on the sticky side. And when you're using multiple products, you basically go from thinnest to thickest. And so, just as a helpful hint, I guess. And let that absorb. This is where the people with the fan, I get it now. I get it. So then I'm using my Murad Targeted Wrinkle Corrector on my forehead. It helps fill it in before when I'm putting makeup on that. It kind of gives a nice primed base. And then I have the Misha Glow. This is like a 5-in-1 skin balm. It does have like a nice kind of rosy scent. It does give your skin a glow, so if you wear it just on its own, your face is going to look very shiny. I don't think I'm going to buy it again, so I'm almost out. I'm just kind of at the scraping part. But, I mean, it was good for it, but I feel like it didn't, I would say, it didn't... I don't know. It didn't wow me, right? I can't remember what the price point is, but I'll have it linked down below because I just got it on Amazon. But I feel like I want something that, like, wows me, right? And I think that's the hardest part with there's so many products out on the market today is knowing what works for you and how to find it. That's the thing, like... I never thought that vitamin C was going to make, like, a difference. I was like, come on, right? But since using this, here's the cap again. Since using this, I've noticed that my skin definitely is smoother. So that worked for me. I don't know, like the concentration level of this. So that's the thing is, do I want to repurchase this, or do I want to try one that is just like in the dropper bottle that you have, that you could tell that it will go rancid, right? Because it's not in its like stable state. So the active is a little more intense. Don't know yet. Might just keep with this just because the price point was like only like $12 or something for 2 ounces. So it's been good since. So okay. And in the morning, I say that my forehead lines aren't as prevalent. But by the end of like the afternoon comes around, makeup just creases in them and I don't like it. So that's why I'm using this. And I feel like it's helping smooth out. And this one you gotta let dry. And it's kind of a fun one that you gotta like fill in the cracks. Okay, and so then once the forehead dries, I'll put on the lotion. Then I have the Isntree Purple Protector. This is their Onion New Pair Sunscreen SPF 40 PA+++. I really like this. So the only thing is I don't know if I want to get one that is a higher SPF, but I really like that, so I put that on. And then on top, before the makeup goes on, is the Power Grip Primer, the blue one by e.l.f. I really like this one as well. So that is the plan. Moved you guys closer so you could see. I'm using a NYX Milk, one of the crayons. I use it as my base. I have really oily eyelids, so I do have to put something, or the eyeshadow just comes right off. So I just need my face to dry after putting the sunscreen on. But I figured I could do my eyes in the meantime. So this is a Morphe, the 35U palette. It's nice. It got lots of colors. Got some cools and then mostly warm. But, so, time check. It is 6 o'clock. Obviously, filming, right? It makes it go by a little slower. But I'm thinking what I want to do after this, if I do want to do my plotting or one of my other things. So typically in the morning, that's like my writing time. But since I am in between projects, I don't really have something to work on. But if I start plotting, then the next day I'll actually have a writing project to work on, which is what I'll probably do, because I'm also got a few things that I need to edit from my last project. So I got the draft done, I gotta go in, but I'd say that is not a morning thing. That requires a lot more concentration. And then in the morning, I'm more on the creative side, not on the analytical side, until I fully wake up. So I'd say once it hits 8 o'clock, then I could switch over. But that's a little too late in the morning. The Milani Anti-Gravity. I really like this mascara. I think it has to do with the brush. So I think I'm going to use the Tier. I'm in 17C Porcelain. And for me, it's like a really good color. One thing is, it didn't do eyebrows. I just use my eyeshadow palette because I don't really have any brow stuff right now. It does the job for a quick thing. Look at the difference. You got that, had the red. Crazy. Now, you see how for my forehead, how red it is? Look at that. Crazy. It is really like a mask. And with this, I feel like because the color is so pigmented, I feel like you do kind of have to wear like bronzer or blush or something else, because your face, I would say, looks very flat because you don't have any of your natural color really coming through as well, as much as some of like the other ones. Got that all blended in. Okay. Physician's Formula. We got our butter bronzer. And I just got this on my shirt, didn't I? Every time. This is the Catrice, no, not Catrice, Essence Keep Me Covered. She Glam powder. And then we are going to be done. I will just finish my coffee and then brush my teeth and put on some lip gloss. And I'm thinking that I'm going to do the She Glam. This is in the color OMG. And it is the hot gloss plumping, so it does like tingle, which I kind of enjoy. And then perfume, I'm going to use the Firecracker Pop by Bath & Body Works. It's the perfect summer fragrance. And there we have it. Time check. It is 6:09. Now it's time to get to the office. The lighting in this room's not the best right now, but it's okay. Since I've rearranged stuff, now I'm like facing the wall. So, what I'm going to do is, this is my new plotting notebook. And what I am starting is giving kind of the rundown of a new story. It is a shorter story. It's going to be a reader magnet, so it is going to be a freebie. It is in my my paranormal fantasy rom-com pen name, so that's kind of exciting. And this story is going to be Zeus is going to be one of the main characters, so it's going to be his love story with a human. If you know anything about Greek mythology, he was one that, right, like Hera is his sister, but he's been with his family, and then also with humans. So this is just going to be one of the stories with the human. Obviously, it's just inspired by Greek mythology. There's no way, like, I would say I'm not following kind of like the like stories that were told about them. So this is just kind of like my own, I guess, story of just taking that, oh, he is, right, has the power for thunder and lightning and stuff like that. So the weather is going to be a big element in this story. So it's going to be short. We're looking at 10,000 words or less, so it shouldn't take me that long to get through it, which is good because that's what I want. Is I want to put it, make it available for everyone to read to see if they like this kind of genre for my writing style or not. So cozy mysteries is still going to be a thing. It's just, right, I'm taking kind of a step back from the cozies right now to kind of get this romance a try. Because I know I still have, for the seasonal suite, I still have 3 more left in that series. And I don't want to like go boom, 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 kind of what I did for like the first 3 were all within a month of each other. And then the 4th one just came out in March. So I don't really want to be like, oh, here's the last 3. But it is what it is. And then I have one more sticker shop that I got the first draft kind of done. So I need to go and fill it all in and stuff. But that series isn't as good. I think it was my first novel, the Sticker Sheet Murder, and so it was a little rough. But I mean, I think that's always how it is for the very first novel. But proud that I still did it, and right, I have multiples out now. And then I'm working on a paranormal cozy, which I'm excited about because I think that's where I would say my passion lies, is in the paranormal fantasy realm. I've always enjoyed that as a reader, so I actually prefer stories with those type of elements. But not like, I would say more on the urban fantasy, not, I guess, like the fantasy that's like super long, like Lord of the Rings, like that stuff. It's too dense. I need a light, quick read. That's kind of where I stick to. Even like I read the ACOTAR, so Court of Thorns and Roses, and that was too much for me. Like I didn't really enjoy it. I'm one of those probably few that I didn't get into it. Which I know they say that the first book isn't as good as like the second, with Ryzen and stuff like that, but it's a long book, and so I just haven't found the time to give that another shot to see if it's better. But I think I just don't really like the writing style of the author, which is totally fine, right? Not everyone's gonna like every book, just like not everyone likes my book, so it totally works. But yeah, okay, enough chit-chatting. It's time to get down to business. So I am setting up this section. So I have like this first section of like my different characters from my Cupid's daughter, right? So Eros, who is the Greek version of Cupid. Cupid is Roman. But I got their information, their story in here. So I'm going to fill out the same layout. So what I do here is, this is like the meet cute, just letting me know what the meet cute is in case I forget. So it's like the couple meets, show some type of spark, right? And then I have that like, oh, Eva's at her spot greeting the people as they walk in. She sees a guy walking back and forth in front of the main door. So just very like snippets of what I am picturing, how I want. This could be multiple scenes or it could be one scene, but encompasses that story, like plot point. And that is something I'm trying to figure out, right? Is beats versus plot points, right? And I think I'm not quite there, but I'm getting it, trying to understand the terminology, because the beats are more broken down. So it has to do also with like the character, like emotional, that aspect of it, not just like the plot points. There's like 8 to 10 depending on, or I guess 7 to 10 depending on what like story structure you use. And those are more action based. They move the story along versus the beats are kind of fill in the gaps a little bit. So that's why they have like the 15, right, story beats. And I'm figuring it out and trying to make it work for me. So I'm hoping that like I could then share out like my plotting method and have like a template for Scrivener and just Google Docs and stuff like that. But there's a lot of good ones out there, and I'm just taking bits and pieces from like the experts in that field and trying to find a way that it works for my brain. Yeah, so if you are one that struggles with all the different names, even though they mean the same thing, let me know in the comments what's your biggest hurdle when it comes to learning writing and craft. Because I'm like, why is like the catalyst is the inciting incident, which is also like the meet cute. It's like, why are they all different names? Like, just go with one, right? Make it simple for us that are trying to learn. But I also want to show you that I'm doing a color coding thing here. So I got my, these are the sticky index cards. Then I got my Sharpie ones, and then my new Monami 3000 plus or whatever, plus 3000 pens. But so my colors are that pink represents the main love plot line. Then we have the blue is going to be those fantasy, paranormal, supernatural elements. I want to make sure that they are woven into the main plot line. Then I got my two different perspectives. So this is for the female point of view. This is the male point of view. And the orange is the conflict or antagonist. So I could do that whether it's a character based or some type of other external or internal conflict. That is what the orange is going to be for. So I have those down so I could use them in my plotting, because I'm thinking I want to try a plotting wall again. I tried to make a video earlier about it and it just came out terrible. I was trying to figure out romance and doing the plotting wall, and I just hadn't figured out the beats that I wanted to keep. So we'll probably do a new one maybe when NaNoWriMo comes up, because I need to get this short story done before then, so then I can start a new story for Camp Nano. So, okay. As I said, enough chit-chatting, and it's time to get down to business.